Welcome to my channel and to this year's channel update. It is 2021, and every year since I started my YouTube channel 6 years ago, I have done a channel update video. And this is just a way for me to introduce myself to any subscribers or any of my audience who maybe have only seen a few of my videos. It's also a way just for me to chronologically track how my YouTube channel grows and how my content changes, and just kind of how things are going over here. So here we go for another update video. All right, so this year, again, is our 6th anniversary of being here on YouTube. I think that puts me in the ranks of several super popular TV series that were going, ran for 6 seasons or 6 years or whatever. So anyway, I'm excited to be sharing this with you. And now we've reached 10,000 subscribers. So that's very exciting. I missed my opportunity to go out in the field and take my picture with holding Mylar balloons. But we are a 10,000 subscriber channel now, which is exciting for me because I've always enjoyed sharing my content. And my hope is, of course, to inspire or encourage those of you who are also homeschooling mamas out there and looking for some kind of way to implement or change or work this homeschooling life. So before we get too far into it, let me just do a quick introduction about myself. If you are new or you don't know me very well, my name is Kaylin, and as you probably know, I am a homeschool mama of 3 kids. This year we have a 4th grader, a 1st grader, and then my preschooler. I started my education career in public school, so after I finished college, I immediately went into the public school sector. I started by teaching junior high, so it was 8th and 9th graders, and I taught history lessons to them. I think it was with a focus of geography and U.S. history. It was the hardest year of my life, and I was basically just surviving. It was super, super difficult. And at the end of that year, I vowed I would never go back to the classroom again. But as seasons changed and as God would have it, I accepted a job in Southern California where I started teaching high school, and I taught 9th grade. It was like a skills class where I taught them study skills as well as the strength that they have within themselves. So I did that for a few years. I taught yearbook for a few years. And then my main subject was world history, which is a 10th grade study in that school district, in most school districts. So I had mostly 10th graders and then a lot of freshmen and then a few high schoolers or seniors. Anyway, so I did that for 5 years and then or 4 years rather, and most of my students, I had them as freshmen, and then I had them again in their sophomore year, and then I had them again when they were in my yearbook class, and so I have a few really sweet and tender relationships from those years in Riverside. So after those 4 years, I did move and I went to a new high school and I did more history up there. Anyway, my full public school career lasted 7 years when my first son was born. And I quit teaching at that time and decided that I was going to stay home with my boy. But my teaching did not get buried, of course. I love teaching so much that I decided to start teaching him. And when his preschool years came around, I invited the neighborhood kids over, and things just kind of blossomed and grew from there. So now here we are in 2021, and we have been homeschooling for 6 years. I've taught in-home preschool for 3 years. I've done summer camps. I've done all kinds of anything that I can do to invite my kids into a learning world and just really allow them to explore the world and be interested in learning about it has kind of become my passion. So I started my YouTube channel when I first started preschool, I guess it was, with my oldest child. And so I was trying to figure out what name that I wanted to do for my YouTube channel. And I settled on Full Purpose and Heart. And over the course of the last 6 years, I've debated about changing my channel's name, but I always just come back to it because it really has become kind of the theme to my life, my brand, if you will, in that in whatever project or passion or something that I decide to pursue, I want to do it with full purpose meaning that I want all of my actions and activities to be purposeful and intentional and have kind of my spin on it, I guess you could say. But I also want it to be with all of my heart. And I want it to be something that I am passionate about, something that I'm proud of, and something that I'm not going to only do halfway or have a backup plan if things don't work out. And I take that approach in both my homeschooling. I take that approach in my coaching life as I'm a health coach. I take that approach in my faith, in that this is just who I am, and this is what I do. It's my thing. And homeschooling has really just become this new thing that I like to explore and change. It's a very living organism in my life. It's always changing and growing. And so I share that here on my YouTube channel of what it is that our homeschool looks like at any given point in time. It's a very living, breathing thing that I like to share. So I want to tell you guys what kind of content you can expect in my channel for this coming year, 2021, 2022. When I first started my YouTube channel, if you were around then, you've been here for a minute, I pretty much shared anything that came to my mind. And over the last several years, I've really narrowed it down to be a homeschool specific channel. And I know that there's a lot of really big homeschooling channels that are out there. And there's a lot of really little ones like myself, but mine is just a very organic sharing of what it is that I am doing. And I in no way am trying to endorse or encourage you to do what it is that I do, because I understand that everybody's homeschool journey is different. And essentially, I just like to share what I'm doing and create those friendships between other homeschool mamas and myself. So this year, my videos are going to look a little bit like as follows. So on Mondays, I'm going to post my homeschooling encouragement or just homeschool chat type videos. So I'll share just anyway, whatever comes to my mind of things that are on my heart or conversations that I'm having either with other friends or maybe on my Instagram page with my audience that's there and follows me. And we just have open conversations about homeschooling. And those are topics that I like to share of just encouragement or tutorials or how-tos or organization tips or anything like that. Those videos come out on Mondays. On Wednesdays this year, I'm going to be sharing our Homeschool Life series. This is a series I've done for 6 years. It's kind of where my school channel started. And so I just talk about what we did the last week in school. And if we had a really short week, I may miss, a couple Wednesdays here or there. It's not like something you may learn about my channel is it's not like a tried and true. You're not gonna I don't always post every single Wednesday, but when I do, I will just share kind of what we did, and if I threw something extra in or if something's not working. It's just kind of like a living journal of our homeschool life. And then on Fridays this year, I am sharing our unit studies and just kind of what I did week by week. So if you are following along and you're inspired by it, then you can implement it or kind of adopt it into your own homeschool life with your kids. So I started off with Little House in the Big Woods. We are going through that right now. So you have seen some of those videos coming out. And then I have plans to do a art unit study. We're going to do a marine animals unit study. I have plans for ancient Rome unit study. And then we might do like another literature one with either Aesop fables or fairy tales or something like that. So, and maybe we'll do like a unit study with one of the history pockets. I love those books. They come from Evan Moore. I'm sure you've seen them around, but anyway, we just kind of like see how it flows. And if I need more content or less content, then we do those videos on Fridays. I do a lot of videos about curriculum as well. Those would be Monday type videos, curriculum, look in the books or reviews or something new that I got that I want to just kind of show you or explain why I chose it. Those types of videos come out on Mondays. So Anyway, that's kind of the type of content that you can expect on my channel here in this upcoming year. If you want to connect with me, I do have an Instagram page. It's kaylin.morel on Instagram. I like that platform just as like an interactive way to talk to you guys. So if you have questions, of course, you can always put them in the comments of my videos. I do check those, but more of an interactive tool is my Instagram page. And I share just kind of our everyday life over there on Instagram and just kind of how I run my day and what I'm doing. I also host my Fit Club over there. So if you want to see that or you want some encouragement in a healthier lifestyle, I've shared that I do that kind of fitness coaching, and I think it's super important as I implement it into my life because personal time for myself before I pour into my kids is really important. And so that's kind of what I coach other mamas through. And I've made so many good friends of people who watch me here on Instagram or on YouTube, have come over to Instagram and started with a DM, and now they're just like genuine friendships that I adore. So I would love to have you come along as well if you want to join me over there, kaylin.morel on Instagram. So anyway, thanks so much for following me along. If you've been here for these last 6 years, it's been super fun, and I look forward to 2021-22 and all the fun things that we have going on this coming year. So anyway, thanks guys. We'll talk to you in another video.